All right. It's Mr. Marr's turn.
All right.
For driving destinations. And let's talk about Labor Day getaways.
Yep, Labor Day's coming up. It's going to be a little bit more time off. People are going to have 3-day weekends, so you might want to go a little bit further, maybe look at a few different things, such as Jefferson, Texas. Now, this is tucked away in the East Texas piney woods. It's got a Victorian charm, and it's got a lot of history that goes with it, with antique shops. There's a scenic boat tour of Caddo Lake's mysterious bios, which I didn't even know it was close to Caddo Lake. The Jefferson Historical Museum has ghost tours, and the whole Labor Day weekend, they bring a lot of peaceful atmosphere from big crowds. It's a perfect for a slow-paced holiday that you want to get away.
Yep.
If you want to go a little bit further west to get a little more adventurous, Marfa, Texas blends.
Marfa Lights.
Exactly.
Marfa.
That's a minimalist art and West Texas desert beauty. And really, if you look at it, they've got world-famous art installations that's amazing that it's out there, like the Prada Marfa store. They got scenic drives through the Davis Mountains you can do. They got hot springs. They got the Marfa lights, and there's a lot of quirky character there that, and it's out in the middle of no place.
Yeah.
So great Labor Day weekend if you're looking for something a little different. Palacios down south is known as the shrimp capital of Texas. Otherwise, it's a quiet coastal town on Matagorda Bay. You can go fishing, kayaking, bird watching along the waterfront.
You can also go to Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amsterdam?
Yeah. See, it's right on that boat.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's true. I didn't pay attention.
Knock on the door. It says
Good
Amsterdam on
catch.
it.
So you got shrimp down there. You got boiled shrimp. You got corn shrimp. You got fried shrimp. You got baked shrimp. You got
and Bubba
shrimp.
Lieutenant Dan.
Well, we're going to go back out west, out to Fort Davis. And I've actually been to Fort Davis. And it's way out west, mountain scenery, got lots of cool nights, a lot of Old West history. And again, this is out in the middle of no place, and it was a real fort that they used in the early days. You can go hiking in the Davis Mountains, scenic drives, the McDonald Observatory is around there. But if you really want to go there and do stargazing, you got to make reservations about a year and a half in advance.
Really?
It's really high elevation, so it's a lot cooler during Labor Day weekend. Also out there, if you're looking for something a little more active outside, Garner State Park in the hill country. You got crystal flowing Frio River swimming. Now, this is a real popular place to go tubing and canoeing. You can hike limestone trails, camp out under starry skies. The park actually has jukebox dances on during the summer at night. And it's a great place to go off-grid. And, of course, you can't go without saying something about Granbury. We go to Granbury, and small town, got a lake, got places on the lake, got a lot of history there, Opera House, Labor Day weekend, a lot of things to do there. And I want to finish up with Terra Lingua. Now, this is a former mining ghost town. I've been there down in the Big Bend. A lot of rugged beauty and stuff down in there. And, of course, the famous Terra Lingua chili cook-off.
I think it's called Terlingua.
Terlingua?
Not Terra Lingua.
It depends on how much you've been drinking tequila. But they've got there's a mansion down there that's been restored and turned into a hotel. They've got a lot of unique places that you can sleep and go to places to eat. It's a really cool place to drive to, but it's way out there, West Texas.
All right. Thank you, sir. In Real Time Car Talk continues after this quick break. Car culture. Always look forward to this. 6 cool American car names. The names exist, but the cars certainly don't.
Right. Well, this is what we got. These American car names, a pivotal part of any vehicle is, of course, its name. Names that can make or break a model. Go ahead, Mike. Carry as much weight as the engine, the drivetrain configuration, and also the looks. The first one we have here is a Mercury Marauder, first introduced in 1963. The sinister one of these combined muscle cars, menace from the Ford Motor Company. The Mercury Marauder, originally intended as a submodel in the 3-sized Mercury model line. It became a standalone model in 1966 and acquired its name from a series of V8 engines that the company first unveiled in 1958. A marauder is essentially a pirate, an unsavory individual who steals and plunders, sort of like us. It was a perfect name of performance model aimed to dominate the drag strip. So there you go. That's a good-looking car there. The next one we have here is a Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Introduced in 1969, the Trans Am is
Breaker
named,
on 9.
There you go. Its name came to define a performance icon, one loved over generations for its styling and performance. Like many of the models on this list, it's conceived during the pony and muscle car glory years of the 60s, before coming into its own in the 70s. The name literally comes from a mythological bird, bright orange in color, commonly seen on fire in the media and in folklore. So that's where that name comes from. Next one is a Plymouth Barracuda, Mike. In 1969, it was introduced. You want your vehicle to be a winner? Name it after one of the ocean's most iconic predators, the Barracuda. When it was an open secret that Ford was designing the car, this would become the Mustang, Plymouth decided to get in the action and created a sporty car based on the Valiant and its compact dubbed the Barracuda. The first two of a sporty car based on the Valiant, the generations were fine. They were fine cars, but the third that showed the Barracuda could do when it was bared its teeth. Sharing the E-body platform of the Dodge Challenger, the Barracuda was a smidget smaller, but featured a unique styling to separate it. Next one, Michael, is a Mercury Cougar. I like this car. I wish I had one back in the day when I had my Nova. This was introduced in '69. A friend of mine had one of these.
And you know, everybody
car.
thinks that is an absolute remake of the Ford Mustang. It is not.
No, it's not. No. It was actually designed similar to it, but it wasn't. It actually wasn't. As many enthusiasts, what their favorite car name was all time, the Mercury Cougar Eliminator. Everything about the name is awesome, starting with the Mercury brand name, which is a great starting point. Adding the Cougar to the lineup was a great choice because it gave the brand an attractive cousin to the Ford Mustang. It was only a cousin. Then, of course, tracking the Eliminator in 1969 to donate the high-performance variant really took it over the edge. It's Cougar Eliminate the Competition. So there you go.
Was it the XLR?
Yes.
Was it that one of them?
Cougar XLR.
Yeah.
That was the fancy high-end version of it.
Right.
The Eagle Talon. You wouldn't figure this one would be one, but in 1990.
I remember going to the car show, and that was the first time I saw that. We went, wow, that really looks cool.
The first couple of generations of the Mitsubishi Eclipse put the car on the tuner map, but not everyone knows it was also sold under a joint Chrysler-Mitsubishi partnership under the Eagle and Plymouth brands. While the Plymouth Laser name is also pretty sweet, the Eagle Talon just fits too well. It's the perfect description of a car with performance. Though 2 generations, the car looked and sounded awesome when it optioned for the TSI trim with optional all-wheel drive. That's great stuff. The last one, not my favorite, but here you go. It's introduced in 1997 as the Plymouth Prowler. And I think you drove one, didn't you, Don?
I did when it first came out. My dad loved that car.
This Prowler is easily one of the most controversial American cars ever made, a hot rod for then modern age. It had styling inspired by classic hot rods of the 30s, and when the concept car was unveiled in 1993, the world immediately fell in love with it. However, as we all likely know, the result was a vehicle that left a lot to be desired. The design was tamed, ugly bumpers were added, and the hope of real performance was squashed when they put an automatic V6
It was awful.
in the vehicle.
Just awful.
So,
And you know, the funny thing about that was the car looked so good. The interior even was really cool. The problem was with the out of top on it, the body flex on that thing. You just take off from a stop sign, not even fast, and you could feel the twisting body. And that V6 engine, it was so lame. And all I could think of is the Chevrolet SSR. Remember that thing?
Yeah.
Looked really cool. What a weak, limp piece of
And there wasn't even enough bones there to hop up like the V6 on this. There really wasn't.
And don't
much
forget
you
the
could do to
top
it.
and that bizarre top that did all this manipulation and folding and everything, and they went back behind the back seats, and you couldn't open the back trunk. Well, which would have been the bed, because the lid on it wouldn't open far enough. What was the purpose of that?
I don't know.
There was just a lot of things.
Who said, yeah, let's build that?
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes it's like it looks like the car comes from the engineers without any input from the marketing guys that really are going to sell it.
I think they were in a meeting and said, we need something different. We need something over the top, off the edge, and that's what they came up with. My opinion. I think
I talked to a Chevrolet guy about that, and he said, we spent a lot of money on stamping those fenders because we hadn't used that technology since the 1950s.
Wow.
If you remember, the fenders were very round,
Yeah,
big,
almost-
bulbous fenders.
Almost like the rear fender of a motorcycle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird. And you were talking about the Firebird a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Bill Seitz this week, and Bill Seitz, longtime friend of
Right.
mine, and we were talking about old school cars. And Bill Seitz, ashamedly, had
admit?
a Sunbird. Do you remember the Pontiac Sunbird?
yeah.
Oh,
Was it his or his wife?
well, both of them.
Okay.
Either way.
Because they had 2 Corvettes and they needed a daily driver, so they bought the Sunbird.
Sort of
with-
similarly shaped, kind of?
No,
No?
it was not. It was what we like to refer to in the business as a turd.
Oh.
And
An opus.
And it had a 4-speed manual transmission and a not weak, but a watery 4-cylinder engine in it. I don't even know how it got up to 60 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Pontiac Sunbird. All right. Time now for this hour's car review. I had a chance to drive the 2025 Alfa Romeo Tonale all-wheel drive. Now, the final assembly location is Pomigliano d'Arco, Naples, Italy.
Wow.
How did I do?
Can you spell that?
Terribly.
I can spell it, but it won't do any good because it doesn't make any
I
difference.
can spell toenail.
Pomigliano. Available trim levels: base, intensa, tributo, and Italiano.
There you go.
I had the base model. It is considered a subcompact SUV, but in our language, it's a small SUV. Still seats 5 people. All new in 2024. So this is a relatively new vehicle. It's got a great shape. Love the distinct sporty shape with menacing headlights and Alfa's Scudetto grille. Bet you didn't even know that, did you?
No.
It's called a Scudetto grille. Unique wheels with round spokes. Rear taillights emulate the headlight design. Big dual exhaust tips with a rear sunshade over the rear glass. What I liked? The Tonale gets high marks for its killer design, in my opinion. What could use improvement? Nothing. Don't jack with it, and here's why. Because so many SUVs look the same. The taillights. You couldn't, if you took the name of the vehicle off of it,
I hear you.
wouldn't be able to tell the difference between, no offense,
Yeah.
a Buick
Right.
or,
An Audi.
any of those.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. Interior highlights. Start-stop button is on the steering wheel. Right there. See it? Mm-hmm. I loved it. Unique wheels. I told you about that with the round spokes. We're doing the interior now, Don. Good.
Okay.
Nice dash layout. Huge paddle shifters. Huge. If you're into paddle shifting, this is the bomb.
Mike's into paddling.
Spanking. Seat material, attractive and cool. Dash and footwell accent lights, sweet. Cargo room, small, but this is a small SUV. What I liked about it, most everything, we like the wetsuit style fabric on the
Right.
seats.
Cool.
I don't know how else to describe it. What could use improvement? Small infotainment screen that was a little slow to react to touch inputs. 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder with 268 horsepower, which is a lot. Torque 295, 9-speed automatic transmission. So that's how they could get away with a little bit less horsepower in basically a sport SUV. Miles per gallon, 21 city, 29 highway for a combined of 24. Believe it or not, I got 29.7 miles per gallon
Wow, great.
over 461.5 miles.
Wow.
That's pretty darn
Yeah.
good.
That's really good.
What I liked, plenty of power to throw it around corners. And I say that in a sincere way.
Because you want to.
Well, because you want to,
Yeah.
and it can.
Yeah.
Because it can. Yeah.
Because it can. And that's the one cool thing about it that most SUVs don't have in this category. What could use improvement? Start-stop was annoying and couldn't turn it off.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I just couldn't figure out a way to turn
Well,
it off.
that's true.
Parking brake automatically engages when you put it in park. Turbo lag in some situations. ride and handling. The sportiness is what I really liked about it, what could use improvement. If you don't like a sporty ride and handling, then buy something else.
Yeah.
Don't buy a sports car.
Yeah.
Don't, because that's what this is. It's a sports car SUV. The base model price is $36,495. The base trim price, wait a minute, I've got that. The base trim price is $36,495 on this because it is the base model. Total price with a couple of options, including the destination charge, $39,930.
Really?
I know. I was impressed not only by the price, but the hot rod ride, the hot rod handling. I'm all in.
Yeah.
Two things I'm noticing that is that you don't see or you don't hear of the Alfa Romero very often getting recalled for anything.
No, you don't.
That I remember.
I hadn't thought of that.
And the
That's
other
right.
thing is you keep saying toenail. I'm going to have to make a pedicure appointment.
I didn't.
I'm going to have to make a pedicure appointment.
You said toenail. I
keep
didn't say
saying
that.
it. I'm going to have my toes done.
Actual competitors are the BMW X1, the Audi Q3, and the Mercedes-Benz GLA, and all of those are more
Well,
expensive.
I was going to say those are. So this is the better bargain out of all. Those.
I think so. And if you're into a small SUV and you want to have kind of a hot rod thing going on and something different that doesn't look like all the rest of them,
Right.
go check it out.
And you're in the Euro phase, the European vehicle.
There you go.
You know, Italian.
And I bet you'll find one at an Alpha store that's already beat the tariffs. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying.
True.
So the 2025 Alfa Romeo Tonale all-wheel drive. Pretty
Perfect.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice car.
All right. If you'd like.